Hello, it's good to be with you today. I want to share some of the things about the Victorian Council of Churches Emergencies Ministry, where we've come from and where we're going to, and what some of the achievements have been so far. I'm happy to say today that we have somewhere in the vicinity of 1,700 volunteers across the state. We've been able to increase our regional and area coordinators to somewhere around 90% across the state, which is a significant improvement indeed. We've had a significant increase in the number of exercises that we've been asked to participate in. And the feedback that I keep getting anecdotally from local government, from the Department of Human Services, from affected people and from other providers of support in recovery is that they're impressed with the work that we are doing. And I'm glad to say that we can continue to improve as well. By November of 2013, we'll have completed or been involved in at least 6 major exercises with local government. In one example, in Knox earlier this year, we had 2 teams of 5 people in a morning shift and an afternoon shift responding to what was an event in their area. And this has happened, as I said, on at least 4 or 5 other occasions across different parts of the state. So it requires a fair bit of logistics and planning and operational capability to be able to do that. And I thank you, the volunteers, who have given up your time to participate in these exercises. And some of your feedback has been very encouraging, that these exercises with other emergency service organisations has been invaluable to your training and to gaining experience, almost in a real life situation. In terms of training, the training program continues to roll out across the state, and I'm pleased to say that Craig Campbell and Debbie Lapthorne have been travelling the length and the breadth of the state, making sure that we're all up to speed with the latest and greatest. And to date we've had over 204 people trained. We know that we need to train somewhere between 200 and 300 people per annum to address issues of retirement and people stepping down from this particular work. That's just to maintain our workforce, but also to grow the workforce we need to train more than that group of people. I would encourage you, if you haven't undertaken a review in the last 2 years, that you get to one of our training sessions. It's 2 days in length. It's international benchmark standard of training, and it will stand you in good stead when you go out to the field and respond. In terms of our operations, it's been a very, very busy time. The 2012-13 fire season began in October last year and really didn't finish until April of 2013, which created a great sense of pressure for us, but I'm happy to say that we came through with flying colours. Large campaigns like the Wellington Gippsland fires, the Grampians fires, the Snake Valley fires around Beaufort, and also the Harriettville fires were areas where we were involved in, among others I might say, but they're the main ones of note. We had in the Sale Relief Centre 3 teams operating per day in shifts, 3 teams of 5 people for more than 5 days, and concurrently we were running an outreach campaign around Seaton, which was a large-scale campaign, and we were able to do that very, very well. So again, thank you to the volunteers who responded to that particular event. We also responded in the Latrobe Shire to a flood event in around April this year, and we've just completed a further outreach campaign in the Wellington Shire where we had over 20 volunteers over 3 days door knock the towns of Seaton and Glenmaggie and Derrinellum to see how those communities are tracking after that particular fire event, and I'm sure that we'll go back and do the same again in the not too distant future. Surf Coast Shire had a response to a football club where there was a fatality involved at the football club, and of course the young boy who was tragically killed at Corio as a result of a bus accident. We had the Geelong City Council and also the Department of Human Services contact us asking for chaplains and personal support workers to be on site, and we provided that, and very quickly and timely, and that was welcomed by those communities. But I want to thank you, the volunteer. I want to thank you, the regional and area coordinator, for being a part of this ministry, part of this vision, a part of this practice that I think is essential to supporting affected communities and individuals in Victoria. Without you, we couldn't do it. I understand that time is precious. When you're a volunteer, it's difficult to be able to drop everything and go when you're called, and some can and some can't, and we completely understand all of that. I've been working in volunteer organisations for 25 years and understand the complexities around that. But I thank you for your time. You can help us by tapping your friend or a colleague on the shoulder, someone who you think has the capability and the capacity to work in this area as a volunteer, and ask them to do some training and to be accredited as a volunteer, to be nominated by their faith community leader, and to come on board and to be a part of this great program. So I want to thank you. I wish you well. I will send out a quarterly report soon to you, which will give you some further detail that you'll be able to share with friends and family and others. But at this point in time, I simply want to thank you for all of your efforts, and I wish you well for the future.